Welcome back. Here we are again. It's the sixth man. I'm here with the Asian Adam Silver, the sixth man himself. And like everyone else, we want to say goodbye to the Lakers. They've been roasted all over social media. LeBron, even to be honest, most of the sticks going to LeBron. I haven't seen, we're just done roasting Russ. We've been doing that all season. Want to wave goodbye to them. Our chats have been lighting them up for a long time. I think it's probably the most disappointing season ever.
For the Lakers. Yeah, potentially.
Not even just for the Lakers, for any team ever.
Really?
They had the second highest odds for winning the chip, and they just missed the playoffs.
I mean, when you put it like that,
never happened before. The top two leaders never missed the playoffs ever. This is the first time it's ever happened. Now, it's not act like this is a total surprise, because while a lot of people, and the odds are inflated because it's the Lakers, a lot of people were saying, oh, they'll be good. I picked these guys with my first pick. So I thought they'd be really good this season. I was totally wrong. But there were voices out there saying the Lakers would be bad. Someone bet 10 G's on the Lakers to miss the playoffs and won, I think, 160 or 140. So those people were out there saying that. But here we are. They've missed the playoffs. Who do we blame?
The GOAT discussion is over.
Missed the boat.
It's over.
He's missed the boat.
It's over. It's over. I heard somebody say this. I think it might have been Stephen A. Chan. Some things. No, the GOAT conversation is obviously not over, and that is ridiculous. But LeBron has obviously checked himself out, and there was a tweet that he put up about on April Fools about how he was out for the season, and then maybe it was like if they were winning games, it would have been a resurgence, and now they're completely out of contention. I personally love it, absolutely love it, because the Lakers get so much mainstream media, they get so much attention, and they get a lot more opportunities than other teams. So for the fact that, they miss the playoffs for this one season, good, get them out of here. I don't want to see them.
Yeah, I agree. I think it's been really tough. How much better?
Where's the blame? Where's the blame go, Bray?
So for me, obviously the Westbrook being so bad and not allowing them to sign anyone else is a big issue. If they had been able, and they said, okay, we're not going to go with the Westbrook thing, and they went down, I think there's a few options here. If they go down the DeMar DeRozan route, and they keep Caruso, maybe they trade away Kuzma and KCP, instead of Westbrook, are they better with DeRozan and DeMar? DeRozan and Caruso.
We'll never know, but if you take a look at what the Bulls have done this season, then yes,
probably.
They probably are better.
Good enough to at least get into the play-in, but then probably not much beyond that. If they say, okay, if they keep everyone, but trade away, I think it was Kuzma, or maybe just Kuzma and a pick for Buddy Hield, are they then, again, they're probably same season, still only a play-in team. So I don't know if obviously Westbrook has been a detriment, but it doesn't raise their, doing something else doesn't raise their sitting massively. The biggest issue has been not having LeBron and AD.
I just don't think they're good enough, even with those players. They keep saying about AD's coming back and stuff like that. Your depth is just completely blitzed. And the bubble season, even though they won the chip, it was a one-off season. And
no, but I can't begrudge them that, because if the Bulls had won, obviously they weren't even in the bubble, but if the Bulls had won a bubble chip, I would be walking around acting like, no, it was hard. It was the hardest chip ever. Let's not kid ourselves. And yes, they're the Lakers, so they make excuses all the time, but all of us would be saying this stuff. So I don't think it's fair to detriment that. I think personally, the blame lies. I don't know whether the blame lies.
LeBron James.
No, I was going to say Anthony Davis. Because
why?
Because he's the next guy. LeBron is not the best player on a championship team anymore. He's not. He's too old.
But he's just injured. AD's injured.
Yeah, but and I'm like, is that AD's fault? Is it AD's fault for, as Bill Simmons has criticised him for, listening to the TNT guys too much, coming in too big and getting injured again instead of trying to slim down and be AD? You can never really know if he'd done things differently, would he not have got injured? I don't think it's fair to put that on him. But then equally, you can flip that and say, okay, it is LeBron and the front office's fault for saying AD's the man we're going to hitch our wagon to.
It's the GM's fault. He built the team. Now there's reports leaking about DeRozan, how they were going to sign him, and then they got in conversations. You messed up. Just like own up to it and say that like we just didn't get it right. Instead, he's so focused around like changing the narrative so it's in favor of him, and I would just absolutely hate it if he ends up back at Cleveland or another situation.
I hope he doesn't do that.
Manipulate, because it's just not. It's not fair. It's not fair at all.
No.
The Lakers thing is like, it's just a privilege, and it's just like every year they need to be in the playoffs and whatever. Like, you had a bad season, deal with it. We've all had bad seasons. Like,
yeah, but then for a team that's so expensive and had so much expectation, yeah, it's going to be disappointed. I think the real blame, I think, lies on the market, on the team. One, the expectations were always too high. Two, because you're a destination, and this is a more money, more problems thing, but because you're a destination, it means you have to put together ridiculous packages for AD, because AD's like, this is the only place I'm coming. So you can't really say no to him, even if you think he's going to get injured all the time. You always are attracting people like LeBron and Westbrook with these enormous contracts, which gives you no flexibility elsewhere. You can't rebuild like the Oklahoma City Thunder. You can't do the pick thing and try and get a franchise player that you're drafting. They haven't had anyone like that since Kobe. Like, it's been the market has inflated itself so much. You can't run yourself like another team, and it introduces so many problems that I don't know anyone could manage. Like, obviously you get benefits of having players want to come to your markets, but how on earth can you manage all these moving pieces? I'm sure some GMs and some owners of the smaller franchises would say, I'd love to have those problems, but you've managed to get a ring. Surely you just hope for that and move on, and all of these other things are like things you just chalk up.
Malik Monk, Kendrick Nunn, you shouldn't have signed for a low contract. Bad
no,
move.
Malik's one. Malik's a winner. Malik's getting paid. Kendrick Nunn, yeah, made a mistake. Malik's getting paid. Problem is having the both of them. If you'd had one or the other, and also if Nunn was healthy. But yeah, that doesn't happen that often. He's picking up his option,
but yeah.
It doesn't happen that often that players go so minimum and win so big, but he's been a big winner of this season. Shout out to him.
Last question I'll ask you, Bray. How many players do you think remain on the Lakers next year? There is they could have a completely new roster here.
The over-under is probably literally like 5 out of 14 or however many. So it's. Do you
think LeBron's there next year?
Yeah, LeBron will be there. AD will be there. I think. Who else is going to be there? Oh, Taylor Horton Tucker, because he's under contract. I can't remember off the top of my head who else is under contract. I think their rookie will still be there. That's 4. I reckon we're probably
Westbrook's under contract.
Yeah, no, they're going to try and move Westbrook with us. So I reckon 6 out of 14, basically. I reckon it's like 6 players are going to be there next season. But we'll see what happens when these playoffs are done. I'm glad we didn't have. This is the last time we have to talk about the Lakers. Woo!
They're your team. Get them off my show.
I should never have picked them. Goodbye. You've gone fishing, the Lakers. We will see you.
Stay away from Cleveland, LeBron. Leave them alone.